was a cozy Christmas Eve, and our family was gathered around the table, enjoying a festive dinner. The kids were giggling and playing in the corner, and the warmth of the fireplace filled the room with a comforting glow. Amidst the chatter, my dad called out, "Could you grab the boxes of soda from downstairs?" I nodded and headed to the basement, the wooden stairs creaking under my steps. As I descended into the basement to fetch the soda, a sense of unease settled upon me. The flickering light cast eerie shadows, and a shiver ran down my spine, making me go shh to myself involuntarily. In the dimness, I noticed something odd, a figure hidden in the corner. My heart raced, and I tried to speak, but the words stuck in my throat. The man's sudden movement made me step back, my voice trailing off in a shaky whisper. He slowly approached me, his eyes gleaming with an unsettling intensity. Panic set in, and I turned to run, but he bolted toward me, closing the distance faster than I could react. With a rush of adrenaline, I sprinted back upstairs, gasping for breath, my heart pounding in terror. "Dad! Uncle!" I cried out, frantic and breathless, my words tumbling out incoherently. They rushed downstairs, sensing the urgency in my voice. But by the time they arrived, the intruder had vanished through the back door, leaving behind an eerie silence. We immediately called the police, explaining the chilling encounter. The night had taken a horrifying turn, shattering our Christmas Eve with an unexpected and terrifying intrusion. It was a tale not only of a terrifying intrusion, but also of the resilience and unity that emerge when faced with adversity. It was a reminder to cherish safety and security while extending a helping hand to those who need it most, especially during the holiday season. It was a late Christmas Eve, and my friends and I were having a sleepover. Laughter echoed through the house as we shared stories, surrounded by the warmth of friendship and the festive season. Suddenly, a loud knock echoed through the hallway. Assuming it was my parents returning early, I rushed to the door. But when I called out, no one answered. I phoned my parents to double-check, only to find out they were still out of town. Confusion gripped us as the knocking continued. An eerie feeling settled in, and I approached the door cautiously. Through the peephole, a shadowy figure stood, their features obscured. "Who is it?" I asked, my voice trembling. The figure's response was chilling, a demand to be let in, their words carrying an unnerving insistence. Fear washed over me, and I kept asking, but the figure persisted, repeating the same demand. "Just let me in." Panic surged through us as the unsettling figure continued to plead for entry, their voice taking on an unsettling urgency. We huddled together, paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. With trembling hands, I called the police, my heart racing with each passing second. The figure's persistent knocking and eerie requests remained, a haunting refrain in the dark of the night. When the police arrived, there was no one at the door, leaving us with a bone-chilling realization that Christmas Eve, an unexplained and unnerving visitor had sought entrance, leaving us with an unsettling mystery that lingered long after the festive night had passed. Later that night, our parents arrived, and we explained everything. They were shocked, just like us. We told them about the scary visitor and how we called the police. After that night, we learned to be more careful. We realized it's important to stay safe and not open the door to strangers, even on holidays. We shared our story to remind everyone to be cautious and ask for help if something feels wrong. We were all gathered at Emily's cozy cabin in the woods, celebrating Christmas together. The warmth of the fire and the joyous chatter made the night feel magical. But as the clock neared midnight, aggressive knocks shattered the peace. We hesitated, thinking it might be someone seeking refuge from the storm. When we checked, There was nobody there, just the eerie darkness and snow. Suddenly, the door crashed open, and menacing figures wearing masks stormed in. Fear gripped us as they blocked every escape route, leaving us trapped in our own haven. Their chilling laughter echoed through the cabin, sending shivers down our spines. We were helpless, facing strangers with unknown intentions. Desperate attempts to break free were futile. They seemed to anticipate our every move, making our fear escalate with each passing moment. Our sanctuary turned into a nightmare, the festive cheer replaced by a tense atmosphere thick with dread. Just as hope waned, distant sirens pierced the night. The invaders panicked and fled into the darkness, leaving us bewildered and shaken. After the intruders fled, we hastily locked the door, huddling together in confusion. Bewildered, we realized the phones were still dead. So, when the distant sirens grew closer, we were stunned. Who could have called for help? Relief washed over us as the police arrived. They explained they were searching for armed individuals reported for multiple break-ins in the area. Our ordeal hadn't gone unnoticed, and they sought any information we might have had about the suspects. As we recounted the terrifying events, it dawned on us. The police had responded to reports of danger in our vicinity, not because we called them, but because someone else had. It was a stroke of luck that saved us. We learned that chilling Christmas night was clear. Staying vigilant and looking out for one another is crucial. Sometimes help can come from unexpected places, and in our case, it arrived just in time.